More and more Americans are telling their bosses, "So long, I quit." In fact, last month, more Americans quit their jobs than any month on record.
Up to 40% of the workforce in America is looking to change jobs this year.
Getting people back to work, a new report shows about 4 million Americans quit their jobs in April of
this is largely due to a huge increase in resignations in the tech and medical fields. And it's
So Americans have been quitting their jobs at a record pace. Since June of last year, over 4.2 million people had quit their jobs. Last month, 184,000 less applicants had applied for jobs. And the number of jobs available were 196,000. So there's less people applying and there are more jobs available. If you want to see my previous video, I've been struggling with this dilemma for the past 6 months, folks. Our government has spent trillions of dollars of money. The vaccinations did not bring people back to work. These people, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and others, they should just retire. They're not very smart people. They're trying old tactics in a new era. There is a deeper problem, which we're going to discuss in this video. If you are at a point in your life where you're questioning, why am I the only one going to work? Is this the right job for me? Is this the right career for me? Am I only going to work for money? To be in that stressful commute, to go to work every day and listen to your boss every day and be told what to do every day and can't be home with kids. And because of COVID, your kids can't be in a daycare properly. They're not taken care of. All that stress that used to be there before COVID, are you questioning that? Because I am questioning that. And if that interests you, stick around to find out. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Konnichiwa, ni hao, privet, salam, namaste to all my friends all over the world. Thank you for joining us on this great video, folks. There's something special going on in America right now, which is being called the Great Resignation. Okay, you can Google this word, but I'll tell you in this video what this really means and why you should care about this, because this affects you, this affects me. Oh, by the way, if you like this content, click a like and subscribe, smash that like button. I have some good news to share with you guys. I have over 2,000 subscribers now, and they're commenting, they're engaged, and I'm so thankful for you for that. Last month, 164,000 people also quit their jobs. The total number in the past few months has been over 900,000 jobs. People don't want to go to work, and I, in this video, will tell you how it's affecting the real estate industry. 1 out of 3 people are thinking of quitting their jobs. 1 out of 3. 42 or 43% women have burnout and are stressed about their jobs. 25% men are also stressed out. That's a lot of people. 45, 25, that's a lot of population of male and female combined who are stressed out from commuting, traffic, kids at home. I have to be at work. Think about this for a second. If you ever go on vacation for a few months, right? It just opens up your mind, makes you think and question about life. And you start thinking after COVID, is life really worth doing this 9-to-5 grind? You're trading time for dollars, but not only that, you're getting material things, but it takes away your life. Because the hours that you spend at work are the hours you can't spend with family. And the old way of working is changing. And I'll give you specific examples in this video so you can see yourself why it's all changing now. And there's a better way to live life. While 60% people are thinking of changing their career altogether to make it more purposeful. That's 9.4 million people. That is a lot of people. Why? Why are they doing that? Well, one of the number one reason is COVID. COVID has given people a chance to step back, reassess life. Number 2 reason is mental health. Mental health is for real, folks. Mental health has become a real issue. Look at all these movie stars. Robin Williams, George Michael, Prince. They all had some sort of mental issues that plagued them and caused them to take their own life. The American society as it stands is broken, folks. It's falling apart. Look at the amount of stress people have in their marriages. They go to work all day, then they go to gym, they come home, they're exhausted. They can't be affectionate with each other. They can't be affectionate with their kids. Look at the number of divorces in this country. That's not by accident. There's a reason for that. If you have compassion for each other, for men or women, they will stick together. They will stay together and support each other. This is what the Great Resignation means. The unhappiness from the old ways of doing things. A lot of people have been called back at work after everybody got the vaccines, but people have turned down to resign from the jobs and go to other jobs that are remote jobs. Over 30% people, even with 2 vaccines, are getting reactions of COVID again or getting infected again. And that is one of the biggest reasons folks are scared to go to work. And so it does impact you. It does affect the market. It does affect real estate. It affects if you're doing home remodeling, if you're doing home construction, if you're doing investments, if you're buying a new house. It affects you because there's a massive shortage of workers. And I know for a fact because I'm an investor. Quite recently, I had this underpinning of a footing in my house, and I called a couple of contractors. To my surprise, a lot of these contractors, they said to me that, I'm sorry, Mr. Khan, I can't really work in your property until January of next year. I had never heard of this in my life before, that a contractor is turning down a job and saying they can't even be at the job until next year. That is the effect of all of this, the American resignation, and you must know that because it does impact any activities you're doing vis-a-vis real estate. Now, this channel is dedicated to real estate for the outsider, and I just want to mention that. And the outsider means that people who don't get invited to meetings, people who are made to feel they're not relevant, whose opinions have not been taken. The rich don't give information to these people so they can also be successful. That to me is the outsider, and that outsider was me. And now that outsider is you. And my job is to level the playing field. What fun is wealth if you can share the knowledge and everybody can have the wealth? And that's what we're trying to do with this channel, folks. We are in an era where the output is much larger than the input. For example, a person who used to be on site and chopping woods and vice versa can now sit at home and do the same kind of job from home. And I'm not talking about the wood chopping job, obviously. I'm talking about computers. You can check people's work from online, okay? You can go and log in and check how many people have collaborated on a central document. You can look at the spreadsheet and share the spreadsheet. There are all these collaboration applications. So why go to work? Just to show your face? Just to show that I'm at work? But we're not kids. We're not in kindergarten. You don't have to be at work. You can call on a Zoom call and show your face and say that I'm here. The other reason people don't want to go to work is because they're claiming unemployment. If you make, for example, $4,000 a month as your income, you make $4,000 a month, right? Let's just say, right? Now you're getting maybe $370, $80 in Fairfax County for unemployment per week. So that's $1,500 a month. Now you're getting also your PPP check for $1,400, $1,500 a month. Now all of a sudden you're making $3,000 sitting at home with your kids. Well, guess what happens? You now don't need a car to go to work. You don't need 2 cars for home, just need 1 car. Car insurance is gone. The other car is gone. The payments are down. Your expenses are lower. No stress, less expenses, less gas, less insurance, less cars, more time with family. Makes a lot of sense to me. So why would a person making $4,000 a month would go to work? And real estate, retail, and hospitality industry are the 3 most booming industries right now, which is where the shortage of workers is. And also the 4th one is warehousing. Warehousing such as Amazon warehousing and so on and so forth. So the opportunity here, folks, is this. You can do a lot of things with this extra time, extra savings, not going to work, not having that stress. You can reassess your career, folks. This is the greatest time in the American history. Let me point this out. In the American history, to say, maybe I should do something else. For example, there's an article I read about a software developer, who used to go to work and he was laid off, after COVID last year in March. Now this software developer was called back to work, but now he's thinking, well, wait a minute. Should I be going back to work? You guys laid me off and you didn't need me. Should I be doing something else? So this software developer opted out for a part-time remote job, working from home. And now he wants to pursue his own passion, which is music, So that's an example of something that you also can do. And drop in a comment here if you think you're thinking about something like that. If you are a developer, you're trying to get into passion is music, but you've never done it. But now here's your chance because you have a little bit of extra time to do those things. The other number 2 thing you can do is you can start a side hustle. And if you want to know about side hustles, you can look at my video up here, which talks about how many different kinds of side hustles that you can do and how lucrative they can be. Folks, the workforce in future will not be the same as it is today. It's not just one person doing one thing. It's one person having multiple skill sets, multiple streams of income, which I talk about in all my videos, and just getting gigs from different places. This is not an uncommon phenomenon. People have already been doing it in India and Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, foreign countries, Argentina, Georgia. People are on Fiverr, Upwork, and other platforms learning new skills and getting money online. People are quitting their 9-to-5 ball and chain. So if I were you, I would definitely look into my video. I would learn some new skills, some side hustles, and try something different. Promise me that in the next 1 month, you will learn at least one more additional skill. And come back and then drop a comment in this video and tell me, what skill did you learn? Did you learn painting, painting a house? Did you learn plumbing, which is one of my favorites? I learned plumbing. I told you guys this story in my side hustles video. I learned plumbing by, YouTube videos, fixing my own property. And it's working well after all these years. Now, number 3rd thing, if you want to get into real estate, I have a phenomenal tip for you guys. Look into Home Depot. Home Depot offers free courses for DIY projects. Installing a hardwood. You know how much people charge for installing a hardwood? For one room a size of 20 by 30, over $3,000. And you know how long it takes to install that wood, to just cut it up and put it on? Maybe 2-3 hours. Maybe 4 hours. So you're getting $2,000-$3,000 for 3-4 hours of work. I would take that side gig. I would get that free class, free course right now. You can do it, folks. Let's go. So I would encourage you, take these free courses. The link is up here, from Home Depot, from Lowe's, from anywhere else you want to learn. Free courses for DIY, even for kids. You can have your kids learn new skills. How cool is that? I think it's pretty cool, folks. Another thing you can do, which is a wonderful idea, and I'm surprised why more people are not doing this, is to take out cash from your home equity loan. You can take that money out, invest and buy a new property. Because guess what? The rental rates are getting higher these days, okay? Due to inflation, rents are increasing. And I know this for a fact because one of my properties in Baltimore just got vacant. And when I asked people to rent it, I got this many applications. People willing to pay $100, $200, $300, $500 over the rental price. The bottom line is, this is a perfect time to learn new skills, new tricks, new trade, take on new hustle, challenge yourself, and grow as a person. If you do that, you can be also part of the Great American Resignation, and you could also be a success story, maybe in some newspaper or somewhere, where a person like you watching this video got inspired, did something amazing with their time, and now they're showing the world, inspiring everybody else, which is what I'm trying to do here. So with that, I will end this video. I'm so excited. I'm doing a next video with my friend and my relative in Canada about the Canadian real estate market, because now we're going global. We're thinking about investing in different countries, not just different states, which I've already done before. And so want to find out what's going on there. So please look out for that video, but it's all for you folks, because you could be anywhere, but you chose to be here. So again, I thank you very much for being here, spending some time with me, and hope you guys learned something, as I always learn from you and your comments below. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.